Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kupa Live. We are here today and we're going to be removing our spooky Halloween stuff since October is over. November came really fast, didn't it? So we are going to be doing today a fall critter like nail art that you guys can do. It's fairly simple. I'm going to show you how you can use the same sort of pattern or face for this critter, and you can actually make it into two little critters. And then maybe we'll do a sweater now if we have time. You guys have seen that time and time again, so I decided if we can throw it in, we'll throw it in. If not, then you guys have seen it a million times. So anywho, and we do have a video on it too. So you guys can go back to our videos on Instagram and on Facebook, and we should have a video of a sweater now. So what was I going to do? Yes, let's start with the removal process. Let me get out my Manny Pro Passport. And I just have a Typhoon bit in the coarse. You see it's blue in the coarse bit. So we can do a removal. I have it on a little higher of a speed. So you see we have our little spooky nail art. I love this little scar nail. Oh, Gabby did such a good job. There we go. Oh, looks so gruesome. But we're going to say goodbye since Halloween is over. Did you guys do a lot of Halloween art? Did you guys get a lot of trick-or-treaters this year? I feel like when Halloween is on a Friday, you don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters because the parents go out. So they're like, okay, you can do a trunk or treat and then you're going to the babysitter or grandma. That's what I feel like they do. They're like, 'cause we're going out since it's a Friday. But we're just going to remove all of that. This is a 3D kind of textured design, so I don't want to keep going over the spots that are already lower. I want to try to hit the higher points, and then I'm going to go over the whole thing and smooth it out. Just like that. Okay? Ooh, perfect. See? All smooth. And then we're going to get rid of our little Pennywise guy, our little clown guy.
Sad.
I know. This one was so fun. Both of them together was like, oh, a perfect little scary nail set. Because you have like the little wound and you have your little killer guy on here, killer clown. Let's get all of that off. And then we will moving along to more cutesy designs today, since we're getting into Thanksgiving and we're still in the fall time. So that's why I wanted to try to get in a sweater nail too, but you know, I was like, they've seen that a million jillion times. So I was like, what else can I do? And I was like, okay, let's do a little deer and a fox. And I'll show you the same pattern so you can see how you can apply it two ways, the same face shape for this critter now. Okay, we have some lifting, so I'm just gonna use my course file to remove some of the bulk there, and then I'll quickly fill just to show you guys how you can fill over top. Okay. All right, there we go. So I try to remove some of the lifting. I think we still have a little bit actually on this side. Let me go this way. Okay. So I try to remove the lifting that was on the side here, and then I will go in with my sanding band and just remove the smoothness. Oh, so dusty. And I don't want to get the dust on my like little the shaft of the bit. Okay. Remove all the dust. And then I have it on a lower setting. You can see here I just like pretty much just switched it on. And then I'm going to just remove the shine from the smoother layer and the cuticle. All right. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I'm like, am I talking loud or am I talking to myself? I'm focused here. All right. I'm just removing the shine, removing that first layer of nail, like to remove the shine, give it something to adhere to, and then I'm gonna go all the way down the nail because I'm gonna use the enrich to fill this. And again, I don't have it on a high level at all. It's just like just barely turned on. When you're working with the natural nail, you really don't want to have it too high because you don't want to do any damage. Okay. So just gonna go in and remove the cuticle here and clean it up a little bit. And then we're gonna go down the nail just to remove that shine and smooth the or buff the nail so there's some abrasion. Okay, perfect. All right. Now, let me see if I have my. I'm going to get my brush and remove any of the dust. All right. There we go. And just like that. I know it's so dusty in here. Yeah, once we use our e-file, you know it can get really dusty. So during this portion, back home, you want to make sure you're wearing your mask, or if you have, you know, a fan or a little suction, machine, definitely use that because it's going to be very dusty if you don't. Okay. Now let's see if I have a nipper. Let's see again. Let's see. No, because we brought one, so this time it's in here. No, 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 it's in here. No, it's in here. Yeah. Why would he give me that? I was cracking up because last week he gave me that, and I was like, "Is this a bolt cutter, like a wire cutter? What is that?" And then it has like a different brand name on it. It doesn't even say Kupa. I was like, "Is this even a nail tool?" I know. I was cracking up. Marco's so funny. But yeah, we're just gonna take off any of this dry skin right here. And whatever's like hanging on. If it will. There it goes. Okay. Just cleaning it up so that way, we can have like a little clean area to work with. Okay. Just dusting that off again. And then, let's see, my base. I'll use this gel base right here. I have the Enrich gel base that I'm going to use. I'm just going to do a little thin coat of this over the nail. Just like so. And over this one, just like so. We're going to have to reshape this now because it rounded off a lot. And we'll do that after the application though of the Enrich. Okay. There you go. Nice thin coat. And we're going to put that in for 30 seconds. Right into our glow lamp. All right. Have you guys been doing a lot of fall looks? What's the trends? What's the haps? Let us know what you're thinking. I was stuck in traffic today, so I don't have any makeup on. I usually put on the makeup right before we start, but I got here late because there was like an accident. So it added 30 minutes to my trip, which is like, and I had to choose. Am I going to eat or am I going to put on the makeup? I said, they love me just the way I am. I hope. I hope. All right. And I'm going to use my Enrich. And I'm just going to get a little bit on the brush, like so. Just like that. And then I'm going to just float it in the area that we want to fill. So I usually try to start in the middle and then I go around to the sides and add a little bit. And then I'll go down the nail. What you can also do, since this side is a little lower because it was lifting, I just like touch back on that side and then kind of float it just to even it out. And it's self-leveling, so it helps you out a lot just on its own. You can put that in. I'm gonna put that for 60 seconds. And then I'm gonna do the next nail separate. I usually go back and forth. You can do 30 seconds while you're, going back and forth just to freeze the gel. That way it doesn't slop over to the side, goop up in the cuticle area, anything like that. I just go, one hand, one at a time, so that way you can get a more precise application. So that to me is easier. And if you have a little striper brush and you want to just go over and correct, like, touch a little bit and go over and correct, you can also flip the nail upside down, let the gel level on its own, and then flip it back over, let it settle, and then you can put it back in. That's another, you know, cheat way to, like a little cheat sheet for you when you're using gel, because it does, again, self level. So if you put it upside down, it's going to kind of gather in the middle. When you flip it back over, it'll disperse evenly. So that's like a good way to, you know, get a nice smooth finish. And you can see here by the gloss of the, the light, that it's smooth. So it's going pretty much across smoothly. That lets you know it's a nice even surface. And I'm going to do the same thing with this side. So this side didn't have any lifting, so I don't have to use a whole lot. I'm really just going in and doing a little backfill. Just right in the area that it grew out. And I'm going to brush it all the way down, make it nice and smooth and even. Just like that. Okay, and then she can put that in for 60 seconds. All right, so now that we have the backfill portion down, I am going to mix my colors. I'm gonna probably go in and try to make a brown again. And if you guys remember, we use the primary colors to make brown. So I'm gonna do that again. And I have my palette here. I'm just gonna take, again, a little bit of the red. Brush it off because I don't want to get the wrong colors in. A little bit of the blue. Brush that off. I'm just brushing off the color here. And a little bit of our yellow. About equal parts. And then I'm going to mix until I get the desired color, which I'm looking for a nice chocolatey brown. So if it doesn't come out exactly how you're expecting, you can kind of color correct. So here I'm seeing more purple, a little more purple, which means I need to add some more yellow. Okay, so just wipe that off and dip into more yellow. And then I'm gonna go ahead and mix. Okay, we're getting a gonna add maybe a smidgen more red, just a little bit. And if you want it lighter, you can go in with white just to, there we go. I feel like that's kind of the brown that I want. Yep. And then get some white just to maybe tone it down a little bit. Try to use a different pot so that way I had too much white on there and I don't want to make it too light. Okay, so see there we have a nice little brown. Yellow again. I want to warm it up just a smidge. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm just looking for a little woodsy sort of deer fawn color brown, which is why I wanted to warm it up just a bit and lighten it up so that way we can get a nice color there. Okay, so I have mixed my color for my deer, and now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna close these up real quick. And I'm just gonna file that nail, to fit the nail shape that we want. So I'm just gonna take my cleanser, my gel cleanser, and cleanse these nails. Okay, so all that tacky layer is gone, that inhibition layer is gone. And now we can file. So you don't really want to file on that tacky layer. It's going to gunk up your file. You want to remove that first, so that way you can have a nice hard surface. It's easier to file, and you won't go through your file too quickly. Like, it won't be all gunked up with the residue. I just want to match the shape, so she has a nice pointed shape, and I want to make sure they're all at least the same shape here. Perfect. Just like that. And then I'll clean this side up. Okay, just like that. I'm going to try to slim this down just a little bit so it can match, because it's a little too wide compared to that. So just want to match that, and we are done. Okay, done with the filing. Now I'm going to take my shaper buffer and just buff the shine, so that way our polish adheres. Okay. Just a nice little buff to go once over the nail. Again, make sure that there's something for the polish to adhere to. You don't want it to be chipping. And if the nail is too smooth, it's not going to stick. So you just want to keep that in mind. Okay, so nice and buffed. Nice and buffed. On both sides. Try to be gentle around this area. There we go. So we are nice and buffed, and you can see there's no shine. So that's how we know the gel will stick to the nail. Okay. And then if you want, you can use the cleanser again just to remove any dust, and it should still be matte. See? Because it's buffed. All right. Now, for the fun part, we are going to polish now. So let me see. What I was thinking for the look is a blue background. So I'm thinking, yeah, blue, because the orange and the brown are going to pop against blue. So we just want to think of like color theory and what colors are complementary. So when you're thinking of like fall colors, what comes to mind are like reds, orange, maybe teals, plums, stuff like that. So those are good colors to wine, stuff like that. Yellow, like mustard, those are good colors um, to use for any of your fall looks. Okay, so I'm gonna just dip into the blue. And just do a nice thin coat of the blue. just want to make sure I get all the way to the top and around. There we go. So there we go, a nice blue color. And maybe for the deer, our little Bambi, maybe I'll do a yellow background because the brown will pop up against the yellow for a little more of like a traditional fall look. I'm just gonna give you some ideas to work with here. Okay, I'm just doing a nice thin coat of that yellow. Okay, and we're gonna pop it in for 60 seconds. All right. Ooh, November got here really fast. I like blinked and was like, are we already thinking about Thanksgiving? And I'm seeing Christmas stuff. Did you guys see there's like a spirit of Christmas now? Like it's a spirit Halloween, there's spirit Christmas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, and they're just like popping. I said, geez, can we get through Thanksgiving first before we think of Christmas? The pressure. The pressure is
I saw
on.
Christmas stuff out before Halloween
I
stuff.
know. That's what they do. Every year, I feel like they go sooner and sooner and sooner with the Christmas stuff. It's like, give us a break. We're already buying for Christmas. Used to be like, okay, at least I can like wait till Black Friday before I have to like, fight people for the sales. But but yeah, now people are doing earlier and earlier. Okay, so one one more coat, our second coat of the blue. And this is going to be, again, a really nice background, I think, for the fox, because that orange is going to pop right up against that blue. Okay, there's my little, and then just swipe it off. And then I have my yellow, and I'm going to do a second coat of our yellow here. And these are just some cute, you can add like a plaid nail that's a corresponding color, or again, a sweater nail or something, just to make this look pop. Um, what else would be cute? Like a little coffee mug, something like that. There you go. Would be really cute as other accent nails for this. So if you have a client that likes to do a couple different looks, that would probably be my suggestion, like a plaid, like a Burberry looking plaid, or even just like checkered sort of plaid. That's really cute. Okay. Now to get into our little face, I'm gonna use my Joshua Tree collection because I'm gonna need to draw their faces with like a nude color. Yeah, I think this is the best one. Is going to be Boardwalk. It's just the most like neutral. Let me get my hand out of the way. It's like the most neutral nude. So I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so for the deer, I'll do the deer first. So what I like to do is make like a little heart. And these are just like really simple nail arts that you can do that don't require, you know, a whole lot of, artistic know-how or skill. So you don't have to be intimidated to do little nail art, you know? So just a little nude heart right there. Oh, we're a little off center. Let me just bring it in here and go with the tip of the nail. So you see how I just adjusted and I started drawing a little bit more on this side. If you're, questioning if you're centered or not, you can always just add on a little bit to one more side just to even it out. There. So just like a little heart shape, I'm going to round out this top part here. Just like that. And you can put that in. All right. Easy peasy. Not too hard yet. Well, it's not hard at all, really. It's fairly simple. I'm gonna use limo service for like just a little black on the nose and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna keep that out. And I have my brown here for the ears and all of that stuff. And I'll show you. Let me just look at the there we go. So I have the image so I can be ready. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go into my brown and I'm just going to go around the top of the heart. And this is going to be like where you see the fur. To like there. And go around. Oh, thank you. Mine or hers? Both of ours. Thank you. Which one?
I like your ring better than mine.
No. Oh, thank you. No, yours is nice too. Oh, is it a music note?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I didn't notice till when you're looking at people's hands all day, you're gonna notice those things.
Oh, never mind. They said they love the palette tool.
Oh. Oh.
Is it a ring?
The ring.
I'm weak. Okay, we thought it was my bad. Dang. We thought we were cute. Okay, just this. Okay, thank you.
Show it
There
off.
it is.
Show off the,
Fancy.
turn it around so you can see the ring part.
Oh, this part?
Like where it goes on.
Oh, yeah. I like to just put it on my thumb because it's easier to just, while you're holding, or you can even put it like right here too. So, but I feel like my thumb is easier. But that's just boom. There, that's a better angle. I was like, how am I supposed to show? Yeah, this is a better angle. See, it just like kind of clips on and it's open so you can, make it wide or more narrow depending on your,
Can you show it from the side?
I did.
Is
I did.
that one?
See? Okay.
There you go.
So it's like open right here. And then you can, make it wider a little bit if you have like a bigger finger. And then just slip it on and then you can like press it a little bit and tighten it up. But yeah, just like that. Oh, we thought we were cute.
Ring. Cute ring.
Oh, thanks. Oh, this old thing? I'm weak. Oh my gosh, just look. Gagged us. We were like, oh, well, okay.
That was my bad.
First, Mark will be setting us up, boy. He's like, oh, they're talking about the tool. I'm like, okay, well, tell us in advance. You thought we were fancy. Okay. So I'm just gonna go around, like make a little deer head. And the ring we have in the Kupa website, by the way. It is, yeah. We, you know, it really is a good tool to have. It really is a good tool to have. We're just messing around here. Okay, and then for the deer nose, we're gonna go down. So in the middle where the heart is, you're just kind of gonna go down and make like a little gap, just like that. And we're gonna do our little ears. So for the deer ears, you're gonna want to start a little in and then go out. Just like that. There we go. And then you can put that in the light. So we're gonna let that dry for 60 seconds. And then I'm gonna pull out my dotting tool. And then we're gonna do the eyes and add some of the detail around the head. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Feel free to ask away. Oh, if I have my little dotting tool in here. I have one somewhere. There it is. We have our little cup. It has all the art stuff on it. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna use the same nude. I use Boardwalk here. I'm gonna use the same nude from the face, and I'm gonna add the little fawn detailing around the face. So just a couple dots to frame the face. Just like that. So see, we have some little fawn detailing there, and I'm gonna add on the larger side. So I use the smaller side for these detailers. It's the size 1. And then on the other side we have a size 2. And I'm going to use that side for the eyes. I'm going to make the eyes a little bigger. So I'm going to start here. Ooh, it looks like you had an eyelash for a second. There we go. And then just a little nose right at the tip of that little space that we created for the framing of the face. And you can put that in the light. And that is it for the deer. That is it for our little fawn. So you see how quick and easy that was? Just a really simple, again, cutesy little nail design for your clients that want a little something just for the season. I know we all kind of get those clients that want a nail art that's like specific to the time. So I wanted to try to do something, fall, woodland, sort of like a, just a cutesy little nail art. Okay. And for the fox, when she brings that out on the blue nail, I'm just going to go into Orange County. So for the fox, we're pretty much just going to be using Orange County and limo service. Foxes are pretty much kind of the same, but they're mostly, orange or whatnot in their face. And then on the ears, instead of going in to, instead of going like small, large to small, like a leaf shape, We're just going to go in like more of a triangle shape because their ears are a little bigger and they're more triangle. So that's the only, pretty much the only difference. But we're going to use the same sort of heart shape, you know, but of course flatter on the top, but basically that same concept. So if you want to do these on the same nail set or something like that, but you know, make the colors compatible, this would be a really good design still that you can use. And then I'll show you how you can add another detail to make the fox a little more like foxy. So we'll just do foxy, a little foxy. We're just gonna do similar face shape, that heart shaped face sort of, but not with the heart, just flat on the top. So do that. And well, because the background is darker, we'll probably have to do two coats. Whereas on the deer nail, the background was yellow, which is a lighter color. So we didn't have to go over that twice. So just keep that in mind. For the ears, again, more of a triangle shape. And their ears are big triangles, just like that. Okay. Cute little fox, like that. And then if you want, you can add like these little lines on the side to just give it some more fox-like detail. And again, we'll probably go over this a second time just to cover up any of the darker background. So see, and then bring that in. 60 seconds again. We're gonna do again one more coat just to make sure everything pops and stands out, and then I will show you how to do some of the detailing for the ears. We can add a little black on the tip of the ears. Some foxes have the little black, so when we're doing the eyes and the nose, we'll make sure to add that little detail too. All right. Oh, who's ready for Thanksgiving? Are you guys doing all your Thanksgiving cooking, or are you gonna like have somebody else do it and just show up? Are you a house hopper, or are you the one that does all the cooking? Let us know. Let us know below in the comments below. In the chat, yes. Let us know, chat. Cracking up. Okay. Again, I'm just gonna go over with the orange, nothing different. Just kind of cleaning up that color. Ooh, you do all the cooking, Samari? Is that how you pronounce it, Samari?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Some,
Okay. Oh, you are the cooker. Good for you. I'm sure you probably wake up early too, because I know all the people who cook usually start like 5 in the morning or something. I don't know. I'm more of a like I'll cook a side and bring it, but I ain't gonna make the whole dinner. I tried that before and it was like a lot. So anybody who does all of their holiday cooking, like hats off to you, because it is a lot of work. Okay. Boom. All right. So you see we have some of the little details on the sides, and then we have that face and the ears. Perfect.
That was by
Okay.
Yanni. Yanni? She says she's a householder.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to all the house hoppers too. Because that's a lot of work too. Making sure you get a plate from everybody's house. You got to time it just right because you have to know who's going to be on time and who's going to be late. Because there's some family members and friends that they start dinner right at 5 and they have everything out at 5. You could start at their house. But then there's some people who are like, oh, it's going to start at 5. And you're going to be waiting for food until 7 or 8 o'clock. So you got to know your people. You got to plan it out. There's still some work there too with the house hoppers. So yeah. So shout out to you guys too. Okay. Get my dotting tool out one more time. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the ears. I'm just gonna put a little bit of black like on the tip of the ears and go down each side. Just like that.
Kate Huntington says, shout out your husband who can cook super good.
Oh yeah. Yep, my hubby is the cook in the house. So I'm like that's why I say like I can bring a side. Like I can do a side, but I ain't gonna he has like the Ninja grill smoker thing, so he be smoking stuff. Oh, so good. I
Wait, is that
recommend.
him? Is that him? Is
Where?
that Kate Huntington?
Is that him? Not you hyping yourself up in the chat. Not you hyping yourself up in the chat. I said, wait, how do they know? And I thought about it, but I was like, okay, like how would they know? But I didn't question it.
Don't say hi.
Hello, hi. I'm cracking up because I was like, I really was thinking, I was like, how do they know?
Shout out to your husband.
Yeah.
And then you did.
Right
Oh,
on.
you're so good.
I tried. Oh my gosh. All we be doing is clowning around in here. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, hold on. The light cut off.
I cut off.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my little dotting tool for the nose. So for the fox, his nose can go a little lower, right? So we'll put his nose there on the bottom. And then I'm gonna use the big side for the eyes. And let me just make sure. And then I'll put his eyes like right here. Just like that. See? And we have our little fox. So cute. You can put that in the way. Oh, hold it. Just kidding. He's a cute little guy. Hi guys, we're back. Sorry. Our iPad restarted. Tech. Sorry about that. So we just did the eyes and the little nose. Basically, all I did for the fox was I put the nose a little lower, more towards the V. I put it right there, and then the eyes a little lower because they're more, sneaky a little bit. And then when she brings it out, I'm going to show you guys again, just so you can see. And all it is just the dotting tool, the smaller dotting tool for the nose and the larger dotting tool for the two eyes. So it ain't too hard, promise. Oh, and then I'm just going to get my top coat for when we're done. My no wipe. All right. Almost finished. Okay, here we go. So you can see for those who got cut off on the live, we have the two eyes and then we have the nose just a little bit lower. But you see how it's the same kind of face shape. We're not doing anything too crazy. I just added those little hairs on the side to make it look more, fox like. And just made the facial features a little lower. Again, this is just, and then I added the ears with the black. It's just a little easy, cute design, simple, that you can, you know, pop on to your client and add a little touch of fall, like a little woodland design. Okay. I'm going to use the top coat. Just like that. And you see with the deer, just like that. And then you can put that in for 60 seconds. So cute. I love during fall time, I love to do little coffee mugs with a little smoke coming out of it, or woodland creatures, leaf shapes, stuff like that, just to bring in the essence of the season, because usually around this time after Halloween, some people like to keep their Halloween nails on because, it's a lot of nail art and stuff. So they want to make it stretch, but usually they'll come before Thanksgiving and then hopefully right before Christmas to do like a winter design too. So I like to try to get my clients on a type of schedule to where they can wear that certain design at least up until the holiday that it's corresponding with. So you can try and get everybody in before that time. And luckily they're all like enough time away, like at least 3 to 4 weeks away, so your client can be on a good schedule. Okay. Oh, I don't have my cuticle oil, but okay, pretend I put cuticle oil. Oh, nope. There was one here. Oh yeah, just yeah, he's gonna come with motor oil for real, probably. We're trusting you. We're trusting you. Thank you. Magic. Magic. No. He's like, what happened to the live? Not you hyping yourself up on the live. I was like, really? How did they know? I was like, how did they know he cooks? Like, who would know that? But I just went along with it because I'm like, it's social media. Like,
maybe I told someone.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But see, we're done now. We have our cuticle oil, and we're just gonna put that on. Get them nice and juicy. During this time of the year, fall and winter, it is very important for cuticle oil because it is very dry. Especially if you're in the Southwest, we get really dry during this time of year too. So always, always, always put on your cuticle oil. But yeah, all done. So cute. Just some cute little woodland creatures to set off the season. Little nice and easy. If you want to add more detail, you can always outline in black. You can add little mouths, or with the fox, you can even add more shading, more light colors or dark colors, just to kind of add to that look. But this is a good base to start if you're doing realism. It's always good to start with like a cartoon sort of base like this, and then build up if you're learning how to do realistic nail art too. So just keep that in mind. You got to start somewhere. This is really a very beginner design. You see, we did 2 different animals in this time frame. So just to show how easy it is. But yeah, hopefully if you guys do some cute little woodland creatures, tag us, let us know, put it on your story, and tag us here at Kupa Inc. All right. Thank you guys for tuning into the live. We really appreciate it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Bye.